it's Evelyn here, and welcome to Evelyn Colors. Today I'm showing you all of my coloring books. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Let's do it. Before I show you all of my coloring books, here is something you need to know. A few days ago, I pulled out this notebook, unused notebook that is, to use as a coloring journal. I think I'm going to enjoy this as my coloring journal, but the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I wrote down all of the coloring books that I own, and I have a total of 177 coloring books. I am ashamed of that number. Very soon I'll be going through my coloring books and asking myself, do I like these illustrations? Do I want to color these illustrations? If not, I will put them in a pile to give away and or donate, because I don't need to have 177 books. I do know that. This is my little journal, and I wrote down all of my books because of another colorist. We're coloring something together, and she said, I'll write down all the books I have, and you can write down all the books you have, and then we can see which books we have so that we can color and do buddy colors. I said, okay. I had no idea I had almost 200 books. One of the things that you will not see in this video is a flip through. I'm going to pull each drawer out and show you each book that's in the drawer. I don't have time to do flip throughs of 177 books, but I can show you the title, give you a little bit of info about the book, and then I'll keep it moving. All right, let's go. If you have watched my August and September coloring plans, then you know I have some books that I will be coloring in from Johanna Basford. Okay, there are probably 4 books that I do not have in the drawer here that I won't show you in this drawer because they're not in the drawer. They're on my bookshelf. I will show you those at the end, toward the end of the video. But for now, here is Basford's books. I have Johanna Basford's 2025 coloring planner. This is not a coloring book here. I didn't count it as a coloring book, but this is How to Draw Inky Worlds by Johanna Basford. Small Victories, which is my first copy. You know that I bought a second copy, and that's what I'm coloring in now. I have the miniature Enchanted Forest, and it is miniature. I have World of Flowers, but I have my other World of Flowers on my bookshelf that I'm coloring out of. I have Worlds of Wonders. I have Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. This is the first copy that I purchased. I have the second copy that I'm coloring out of for the month of August and September. I have Rooms of Wonder. And the last book in the drawer is Johanna's Christmas. In that pile of Johanna Basford's coloring books, there are some that do not vibe with me. So more than likely, I have a few that I will be giving away or donating. Moving right along to the next drawer. This says Mandala Books. Let's see what's in here. Okay. I have this one. It says Weekly Bible Verse, 52 Mandalas. I don't really like this book, but I'm going to do something with this book, like collage it out or something like that. Next book. This is the Steampunk Mandalas by Satya Sachdeva. Hasn't been colored in. This is Animal Mandalas by Joshua Dunbar. I really like this book. This is Mandalas for Meditative Coloring by Inner Inking, I believe. This is Mandalas Volume 8, Color It. This is 50 Classy Mandalas to Color by her, right there. Next, Mandalas with Beautiful Borders, Collection 1, 2, and 3. This is by Nicola Lehman. I have Mandalas by Jade Summer here. I have Mindful Mandalas by Jane Peaver. I have Healing Mandalas by Nicola Lehman. I have Mandalas with Beautiful Borders, also by Nicola Lehman, Volume 4. Mandalas with Beautiful Borders, Volume 5, Nicola Lehman. I really like her mandalas. And Mandalas Again with Beautiful Borders, Volume 6 by Nicola Lehman. That's it for the mandalas. All empty. Moving right along. The further I go down with my little tower, the heavier the drawer gets. I'm definitely getting a little workout. This drawer here, and it's a wee bit heavy. This is what it says, Kirby books, but also it has other books as well. You will see that. I have Flowerscape, and this is by Maggie Interios. I have Coloring with Coco. This is the holiday edition. Another book, Coloring with Coco, Volume 5. Mouse Guard by David Peterson. Now, I don't know if I put this on my list or not, but this is the reverse coloring book. And this is by Kendra Norton. I have Island Escape by Millie Murata. Now, I'm into the Kirby books. Now, there are some Kirby books that I am going to put in a pile of to give away and or to donate. So here they are. The first one that I have is Mythomorphia, Mythic Worlds. And I do have some Kirby books on my bookshelf that I'm coloring in for the month of August and September, just so you know. You will see those books when I get over to the bookshelf, which will be toward the end of the video. Alien Worlds, Color Universe, Anamorphia. This is a smaller book. Now, this is the very first Kirby book that I ever bought, and I bought this from Walmart. Wondrous Animals, Worlds Within Worlds. Last one in here is Fragile World. I have, I think, 3 more over on my bookshelf. But again, you'll see that when I get to the books on the shelf. What's on my coloring shelf to color. The further I go down, the heavier the drawer gets. So here it is. This says Haven and Mytho. That means Creative Haven books and mythographic books. Now, there are some mythographic books that I will be getting rid of, just so you know. Okay, now I do have some other books in here that are not Creative Haven or mythographic books. Up first, I have the coloring book that says The Dogwoods Go to a Cabin. I'm just holding the book up here. Melissa Wingo. Bought this from Walmart. This is the unofficial Yellowstone coloring book, and this is a Dover publication. Now I'm into the Creative Haven books. First one is Calm, and this is by Miriam Adato, right there. But this is the book. One thing you should know is that I used to have a lot, and I do mean a lot of Creative Haven books, but I did declutter those and I donated them to the Goodwill. So some of them have been colored in. So if you don't see some of the Creative Haven books that you've seen in the past, then you know, I got rid of it. Up next, I have Celtic Mandalas by Carrie Buziak. That's this one here. Scandinavian Folk Art by Jessica Mazur-Kezowicz. That's her name there. And I know I butchered her name, but I tried. Miss Jessica here. Celtic Nature Designs by Carrie Buziak. Is that right? Yeah, Buziak. Next, I have Afternoon Tea with Teresa Goodrich. You know what I discovered is I don't really like Teresa Goodrich's. I like her stuff, but it's something about it. I think it's the dark, harsh lines. I don't know. I'm not trying to talk bad about it because her art is really lovely. I just don't vibe with it all that much. But I do like this book because I had a lot of her books and some of those I donated. This one is Simple Pleasures, The Cottage Lifestyle, also by Jessica Mazur-Kezowicz here. Glorious Songbirds by John Green. Gorgeous Gardens by Jessica Mazur-Kezowicz. I just butchered her name, I know. Enchanting Oceans by Marty Noble. Now I'm moving into the mythographic books. First up, I have Crystal Kingdom. Oh, who is it by? Veronica Kolinska here. This is one I'm decluttering, I know, because I don't think I am vibing with this book. Menagerie, mythographic by Fabiana Astanasio. Fairy Wonderland, which is also by Fabiana Astanasio. Voyage by Joseph Kattenbing. Deep Blue by Fabiana Astanasio. Labyrinth by Joseph Kattenbing. And the last one that I have is Magical Earth, also by Joseph Kattenbang. I have Aviary and I have Wild Summer. Those are the two books that I'm coloring in for August and September. You will see those when I get to the bookshelf. Moving right along to the next shelf. Okay, last drawer of the first tower. Then I'll be moving on to the second drawer. In this drawer, which is heavy, get my workout on. Okay. Well, I thought I had a label on this. That means that whatever's in here is in here. Okay. So this first book is a book, I think I bought it from the dollar store. The paper to me is pretty good. It has some texture to it. This is called Woodland Creatures Color Art for Everyone. And this is by leisurearts.com. Coloring Artistry by Product Concept Manufacturing, made in Mexico. The rest of these books are Color It books. Colors of Inspiration, Volume 2. Route 66. This one is Mandalas, Volume 2. Mandalas, Volume 7. Colorful Patterns, Blissful Scenes, Lost in Translation. Even with some of these books that I have not colored in, I'm probably going to be doing some decluttering of the Color It books. And then the last one I have is Colorful Novels. I am coloring in the steampunk Color It book for, I think, August. But this is the last book in the drawer. Next, moving on to what's right beside me. The next couple of drawers, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more drawers of books to go through. Then after that, I'm moving over to the bookshelf. Okay. Next drawer. Oh, it's heavy. In this drawer, I have color by number, but I also have other coloring books in here too. I have the Kawaii Cat in Space, which was gifted to me by Bailey Black. And also Sweet and Squishy Kawaii Cat, also by Bailey Black. Bobby Goods, Volume 6. I actually have another copy of this. Then I think this is the winter and spring one from Bobby Goods. I have unopened copies, which mean I probably would do a giveaway at some point of these two books. Stained Glass Country Scenes. I don't think I wrote anything down for this book because this is a completed book here. Cute Horror, Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva. The other book I just showed you about the country scenes, that was also by Sachin Sachdeva. Another Color by Number, this is 50 Christmas Patterns, Sachin Sachdeva. Now this is not a color by number book, but I have it in the drawer. This is the Golden Girls Word Search, Quips, Quotes, and Coloring Book. 50 Psalm Quotes, Positive Affirmation by Sachin Sachdeva. Mystery Colors by Joe Bartos here. The Golden Girls Color by Number. Calm Color by Number by David Woodruff. Happiness Color by Number by also David Woodruff. Beautiful Nature Color by Number by Duncan Smith. Now, some of these color by number books might go on the declutter list. I have some that I'll probably be putting to the side. All right, Mandala Color by Number, also by David Woodruff. And that's it for this drawer. Moving right along. I have this drawer. It says Mayo, Igusa, and Mel Pomini. I have a few books that are from neither one of the people that I have said on the label here. I have Nature Mandalas. This is actually a blank book for a giveaway, okay? I have Galaxy Gals by Ann Aldrich or Carrie Ann Aldrich. Cute Chibi by Phoebe M. Okay, I love this book here. Spooky by Sarah Sazawesh. Sazawesh. Anyway, her name is Sarah. Okay, I like this book. Nice little book to color in any time. Now, here are all of my Lulu Mayo books. First one, A Million Mermaids. Next one, A Million Kawaii Cuties. A Million Magical Creatures. A Million Sea Creatures. A Million Baby Animals. I have another copy of A Million Baby Animals. A Million Little Monsters. Now, Agusa. Kanoko Agusa. Symphony of Cute Animals. Garden of Fairy Tale Animals. The last one is Kingdom of Curious Creatures. And that is all that's in this drawer. Moving right along. All right, I have another heavy drawer. Getting my workout on. I'm sweating and everything. I need to be working out for sure. Now, in this drawer, it says RJ, which is RJ Hampson and others. Let's check it out. Lost and Found by RJ Hampson. Portrait of a Women or Portrait of Women. City Among the Stars by Hannah Carlson. Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlson. Tales from Atlantis by Hannah Carlson. Grains of Gold by Hannah Carlson. Around the World by R.J. Hampson. Moonlight Mischief by R.J. Hampson. A Frog's Tale by R.J. Hampson. Lost and Found hardcover by R.J. Hampson. This is by Color Creatives. Happy Easter. It's just a book that you can buy on the magazine rack. I got this from the drugstore actually. Fairy Tale Coloring by Andrea George. International Mermaid, also by Andrea George. Minimalist Modern Art by Coloring Book Kim. Excel, a self-care coloring book by, what is her name? Latoya Nicole. Simplicity, the first book of Simplicity series books that I purchased. Very first one. This is by Coloring Oasis. Beautiful Flowers. Time to Huga by Jane Racine. This is Magical Fairy House by Carrie Ann. Relaxing Flowers, coloring book by Kim. That is it. Moving on to the last drawer. Okay, last drawer is this one. This says Christian books and more. It just says Christian and more. And all that means is that most of these books in this drawer are Christian related. First one I have is The Women of the Bible Speak by Shannon Bream. Beautiful Bible Blessings by Jessica. Right here. This is a Creative Haven book. It's an older book. I ordered it from a Bible website when I was buying a Bible. It was actually published in 2020. It's pretty old. The next one is Psalms coloring book, also by Jessica. If you see in here, the lines are pretty thick. I don't know. It was published in 2018. Now that's kind of old. Bright Blessings. And this is a product of Concept Manufacturing Incorporated, made in Mexico. Where Love Blooms. Next, I have The Art of Coloring Disney 100 Years. I don't know if I want to keep this, but I do have it. Super Cute World. And this is by Jane Madej. On the Bright Side coloring book by Elise Burns. The World in Color, Biblical Inspiration by Christian Art Publishers. The Psalm in Colors. Does it say Psalms? Psalms with an S, okay? Coloring book. This is also by Christian Art Publishers. I have a series of these books and they're kind of like similar. So I don't know. I might have to declutter them. I don't know. I shall see. Next one I have is I Know the Plans I Have for You. My stuff don't fail. I am back. Guess what happened? My little stackable drawers, it cracked. So it's forcing me to go buy a bookshelf. And I'm trying not to do that, but I guess I'm going to have to. One of my shelves cracked and, it leaned over. I kept that in. I'm keeping it in so you can see what happened. I Know the Plans I Have for You. A lot of the Christian art books that I have, coloring books, they have similar illustrations. So that's why I say that I might be just decluttering some of them. But this one is by also Christian Art Publishers. Color the Words of Jesus, also by Christian Art Publishers. Color the Promises of God, also Christian Art Publishers, I believe. The last book that I have is A Garland of Grace, also by Christian Art Publishers. Now that's it for all of my drawers. Now I'm going over here to, no, I'm not going to go over to the drawer. I have something I want to show you before not the drawer, the bookshelf. I have something I want to show you that's not on the bookshelf, and then I'm going to go over to the bookshelf and show you those books on the bookshelf. These books that I have are from Share the Fire. She has a YouTube channel, but she does not post. She published videos probably 6 years ago. She has books and other things that she has created, and I bought some of her books. Well, I bought all of her books, starting with these little books here that you can color in just 10 minutes a day. And so I have the Joy. What it says on here is, this is by Cher Kaufman. It says 10 minutes a day to color your way. She is the author of the Ancient Alchemy coloring book. And these are just books that you can color in that shouldn't take you very long. I think right here I was testing out some pencils. Yeah, you can just color something just to color for 10 minutes a day. And she has little, I would say, affirmations in here. Yeah, affirmations are in here to kind of brighten your day. She tells you how to use the books. I have the Joy. I have Dream, Love. Let me see what's in here. Did I color anything? Like right here, there is an illustration here. But also over here on the side, it says, what is your idea of a heart hug? Write it down. So it's kind of like journaling and coloring all in one. Peace and gratitude. And I have the Ancient Alchemy coloring book. I bought her books after I looked at a lot of her videos on how to do certain things. I need to go back and do a little bit more reviewing of her videos so I can get more practice, because her tips and the way she shares how to do things, they are simple and easy to follow. The last book that I have is the Artful Mandala Coloring Book, also by Cher Kaufman. And this is her here. I have another book of hers, but it's not really a coloring book. It's more of like a how-to book. Yeah. So that's it for that. I'm going to move over to my bookshelf to show you what's on the bookshelf. Most of you probably already know. I am back. I am over here close to my bookshelf. The first one I have is Devotional Coloring Book. And it says, Set Your Mind on Things Above. I have two. Well, I had two. I gifted one of these books to a friend who I thought would enjoy it. This is by dayspring.com. They have a devotional in here, if you can see that there. And on the other page is an illustration to color. Mindful Mandala by Rive, R-Y-V-E. Okay, I have Adore Yourself Affirmation, also by R-Y-V-E, Rive. Express Yourself, Mindfulness Coloring Book. The next one is Mindful Sanctuary. It has animals in here. And this one is Unwind Yourself, which is a relaxation coloring book. Cozy Spaces by Coco Wayo. Simplicity, 2 by Coloring Oasis, I believe. Simplicity 5, it has the little cute animals in here. Simplicity 5. Simplicity 3 just has simple illustrations to color in here. Cute Mandalas by Apsi Samarasari. I don't know, I probably messed her name up. Bold and Easy. This is by Noah Goldman. Be Grateful and Color. This is a Porter book, a Mucklow and Porter. Be Calm and Color, a Mucklow and Porter book. I have Mindfulness coloring book. This is more like a journal type of coloring book by Zakoto family, I believe. Gratitude. These 2 books that I just showed you, they are from the same people, and mostly what's in here are flowers. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford. Small Victories, also by Johanna Basford. Now these are the books that I'm coloring in for August. Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. Mythographic Wild Summer by Joseph Catambang. Romantic Country by Erie. R.J. Hampson's Serendipity. R.J. Hampson's Tiny Fantasy Homes. Enchanted Creatures by Lalita Iyer. Colormorphia by Kirby Rosanes. Dream of Chibis by Lucy Wu. The Colorful World of Steampunk. This is where my August stops here. By Color It. Circle of Life by Mel Pomini. Enchanted Earth, Mel Pomini. Nature Mandalas by Mel Pomini. World of Flowers by Johanna Basford. Wildflower Folk by Christine Kieran. Forest Song by R.J. Hampson. Mythographic Aviary by Joseph Catambang. Secrets of the Sea by Millie Maratta. Fairy Tales by Emily Ulberg. Caladiomorphia by Kirby Rosanes. Reflections by Kirby Rosanes. Tiny Worlds by Silva. Now these are all, this says September. I think this is the last book that I have for September, but I do have some more books on my shelf here. I have Christmas in July by Sachin Sachdeva. I have Enchanted Forest by, who is this by? Maria. There's her name here at the bottom. Christmas Tiny Homes by R.J. Hampson. Romantic Country by Erie. This is the 3rd tale. I have Romantic Country also by Erie. This is the 2nd tale. I have Bob Ross's Color by Number. Country Scenes Color by Number by George Tufexis. Those are all of my coloring books. Of course, a lot of them will be decluttered, and I will be doing some giveaways and donating some books. I have to get my book stash down because I can't possibly color in all these books. What really got me to thinking is when I saw a coloring book that had yellow pages. Yeah, that means that that book is old, and I hadn't even colored in it yet. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Until next time, keep coloring. Bye.